the security guard and his employer could be in a lot of trouble.
Hi everybody, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. Please help me out by pressing the thumbs up button, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I appreciate all the dialogue and I appreciate all the comments that you guys leave on a daily basis. Thank you so much for your time. Greatly appreciate it. When you guys share these videos, it means the world to me. Every month, YouTube sends me an analytical report that shows me how many times the videos have been sent, and I am very impressed lately. So thank you so much for that. In today's video, I want to talk about misinformation in the world of the whole digital age of ChatGPT and artificial intelligence. So the other day I was watching some news reports. I think it was it NBC? I don't remember, but there was a shooting incident that happened at Home Depot in South Los Angeles. You have somebody who assaulted a food vendor from across the street, and then he goes to Home Depot, and it looks like you have a group of citizens who's trying to effect a private person's arrest. In doing so, the security officer on scene alleges that the driver, the suspect, was trying to run over some of the people that were near him, that were trying to stop him. There's a legal analyst that mentioned something to the effect of private security is there to intimidate.
A security guard nowadays really is there more for intimidation than...
Private security is not necessarily there for intimidation purposes. I just think the wrong word was used, and it bothers me that this person is apparently a licensed attorney, a well-known legal analyst, and he mentions that security are there for intimidation purposes. In California, we use the Bureau of Security Investigative Services, BSIS, Powers to Arrest Manual as a form of guidance. And on page 42, it basically tells us not to use intimidation. And they define intimidation as an avenue to criminal liability. If you use intimidation, like, for example, you're trying to make somebody to do something that they don't want to do, or you're trying to prevent a witness from giving testimony, that it's a criminal offense. And yes, I mean, you can't do that with a witness. The issue here is that the manual tells us not to intimidate. That's page 42 of the new manual. Yet you have a legal analyst saying that private security are there to intimidate. Furthermore,
as a security guard, you're here to observe and report, not to kill.
I went on to Google, and the websites, it seems like the informational websites that are landing are also providing bad information. I went to his website that says that security cannot be armed, which is bad information. The news reporter on that same Home Depot incident said that
under California law, a security guard can be armed if properly permitted to concealed carry. They can stop crime verbally, but not by using force.
That makes absolutely no sense when a security officer is wearing a uniform. I mean, you want them to tuck in a revolver in their pants and then now it's legal? No, you need... Look, if you work armed security in California, you need an exposed firearm permit, not a CCW. Why is the media saying these things for? I just don't get it. Makes no sense at all. So back to this website, okay? Website also says that security cannot... You cannot make an arrest. Once again, this is bad information. That same website says security cannot be armed. And then they contradict themselves by saying that the security can be armed, like in the beginning or towards the middle. And then I noticed that some of the words on that website, they're changed so like, for example, color, right? COLOR. That's how the American English is. Color with COLOUR is what people from England, our English people, would spell. Same thing with color. We in the United States would spell it COLOR. England, UK, COLOUR. So I started seeing that, and this is for a website that gives advice on California security companies, California security guards. So I think what's happening is that some of these companies are depending on like artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, to provide content. In doing so, you have to remember that ChatGPT, they're not, I mean, artificial intelligence, it's based off of the word of man. They get their information sources from somewhere. If you flood the internet with a bunch of bad information, ChatGPT or artificial intelligence uses that bad information to form content, to form paragraphs, to form information. And basically what we're doing in society is we are regurgitating bad information. That's what artificial intelligence is doing. Now, I'm going to embrace artificial intelligence. I've embraced that. You guys see my latest videos. But what I want you guys to do is, if you use artificial intelligence, to fact check the information, because there's so much bad information right now. Also, with that security website I'm talking about, there's also a good chance that you might have like a content creator that maybe they're from India, right, or Pakistan, or somewhere where it's a lot cheaper for labor, and the English that they learn is like English as in the UK. That's also a possibility. So maybe it's not artificial intelligence, but it's content that's coming from these other countries where, you know, we're not fact checking. And when we're not fact checking, we're doing the entire world a disservice. I'm telling you, these newscasters, they'll Google their answers. We know that because of we know that through all the information. Okay, guys, gals, Google is your friend. I think you should use the search engines to find answers, but you have to fact check. And this goes back to finding out who the sources are. When I taught at a private college, when the students they didn't have Reddit in those times when I was teaching at the private college, but they had like discussion boards. And these students of mine would cite these discussion boards and cite these answers that they just got off of Google. And it's bad. It's just bad. It's horrible answers. You know, with Reddit, right? It just seems like that's the Bible for some people. Guys and gals, imperfect people write on Reddit. Okay, it's your average Joe Blow writes on Reddit. The sources need to be from legitimate informational sources. Okay, so that's all I got, guys and gals. If you have if there's misinformation about anything else out there in the security world, let me know so that we can make those clarifications. And that's it. All right, guys, take care.